Here, the head coach Bobby Barbier. The Demons opening the 2023 season this weekend at the Jaguar Classic in Mobile. And Coach, I think we say this every February, but it's here.
Yeah, we've done it a few times. It is. It's good. It's good. It's always good to play somebody else. You know, we've been playing each other since August. You know, and that's but it's important to understand the value that we get in that. You know, and that the value we'll continue to get in that and practice every day and getting better as the season goes on, like we always talk about. So, but it'll be a good tournament. I mean, it's three really good teams. You know, South Al's always got a great program. UAB and EKU have done a really good job. Former Demon Chris Prothro over there at East Kentucky. So it'll be good to face some good competition, to see the ball moving a little faster and be ready to play Friday.
Well, the good news is, you know, it seems like this every year. Thankfully for you, can probably knock on wood, you've got some experienced guys on the mound. It really does all start there. And you'll send out a guy Friday night in Cal Carver who's kind of been there, done that for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I think the experience, I think a word that's kind of synonymous with that for pitching-wise is trust. You know, is that we trust those guys. I mean, those three guys that go out have all logged pretty good innings here for us. We got some guys in the bullpen that have done the same. So having that comfort level as a staff and as a team, you know, I think does wonders for you. But we're also excited about some of the new guys, you know, or some guys that, you know, maybe like Alex, who hadn't had that chance to move into that starting role and see what he can do as a starter. And, you know, some of the guys that we brought in, the young guys and junior college guys. So it's exciting to finally go out and unwrap all your presents.
Well, there's some trust in that lineup, too. I mean, we just talked about the pitching staff and how you have some veteran guys there, but Jeff Elkins has been around a long time. Dante Stewart's been around a long time. Those are two guys that I know have been a standard or steady in this lineup than a guy like Gabe Coliani last year, who took a chance and ran with it.
Yeah, I think you know the top 5 or 6 spots are going to be very familiar. You know, I think we will have some young guys in there and some new guys, but you know, you'd like to lean on those older guys early. You know, to give mature, experienced at bats. That's what we're looking for. You know, we're going to face a dynamite arm on Friday night. You know, and how are we going to react to facing that dynamite? Because we face some pretty good arms in scrimmages too. But how are we going to react? How are we going to be mature about it? Are we going to you know, not be emotional about our bats, whether good, bad, or indifferent, and can we teach those new guys and those young guys how to have those at bats from those guys that got a little more experience?
Well, you've got some young guys, but you've got some junior college transfers again, and when you're looking up the middle, that's where a couple places you have to replace. It's where a guy like Braden Cust brings some experience, and it's a little bit more of not a quick fix, but maybe a quicker fix than bringing in a true freshman.
Yeah, no doubt, and it's not just a guy like Braden, but we have some guys that have been in the program that have kind of waited their turn that'll get some opportunities there too. It's going to be fun to see those guys get out. I mean, like you said, up the middle, shortstop and center field are kind of two pretty important spots in our game. So we'll have new guys at both of those, new everyday guys at both of those spots. So it'll be good to see what they can do.
It's been a long time since Northwestern opened a season with a tournament. 2009 was the last time. What do you get out of playing 3 different teams as opposed to a traditional weekend where you'll see the same team 3 times?
I made it really hard on the staff. That's what I've done. We've got eight different opponents in the first 8 games, so it's made it really difficult on the scouting side of it. I mean, we've got a lot of information these days. It's not like back when I played where you just printed off a scouting report and you went and played. So we've got a bunch of information. We've got a really good staff that has been pouring over it for the last who knows how long. And we're going to have to continue to do that, because then you get information from the first game that's played tomorrow that we need to use, you know, at an 11 o'clock game on Saturday. So it's a little different style of coaching than it used to be, but it's good. We feel prepared. You know, I mean, South Al is going to have a bunch of new guys in a lineup, so you know it's tough to find out a whole lot of information on them, but I think Eastern Kentucky's got a lot of guys back. UAB is going to have, you know, kind of a 50-50 type deal there. So it's as far as playing 3 different teams, I think the hardest part is the scouting. It's a new game each day, whether it's same team or different team.
Well, one good thing you mentioned, and the name came up there, South Al will run out a pitcher you saw here 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And you did have good success. The kid was in the middle of a whirlwind freshman season that year. He's a little bit more experienced. Does that play into anything at all other than knowing the name?
Nah, I mean, not really. I mean, he had an injury last year, so he's coming back from injury. So that's you never know. Some guys come back from injury and they're a couple ticks better on the radar gun. Some guys are a couple ticks worse. So he's just watching him as a freshman a couple years, you could tell some guys just have it. He's got a really good breaking ball and a really lively fastball, and he was mature on the mound for a freshman. So I imagine 3 years later he's going to be the same.
Coach, thanks so much. Good
Thank
luck.
you.